Happy holidays, everybody. Glad to see you again. And hopefully you are seeing this before Christmas, because I don't want you to see this after Christmas, because we're thinking about Christmas now. I'm all dressed up. I got the red, and this is kind of whitish a little bit, though there's some blue. So I'm wearing, this is what you wear on Christmas morning, right? So I'm trying to look proper for the season. So I'm hoping that this is not going to get lost with all the other videos coming out during the holiday season, because we all know how there can be a lot of holiday traffic when we, the public, are trying to do stuff, anything really. So, okay, I'm just hoping this video is going to be out in time, because I saw my calendar and I go, it's the 20th. I got to make this quick before time runs out. And before you know it, it's already 2019. So I just want to give my some holiday news and just to say hi to everyone out there, and hoping this year turned out pretty well for you. It turned out well for me, and let's see what happens and this year coming up, which is not going to be too far away, and see what the new year has in store for us. So let me go ahead and tell you a couple of things. Some things that are related to the Twilight Zone, which is a topic I like to talk about a lot. Topics that talk about future videos, and topics that talk about other projects. So, as don't mind this now, because I'm still wrapping gifts for other people. I have a gift I have to give out to someone, so can't forget about that. Remind me if I forget about that. All right. So, future videos. I just want to make this statement because I have not realized how much time has gone by. My time on YouTube. I've been making videos since 2008, 2009. And so I've been doing videos for a while. And for anyone out there who thinks, well, I don't see a lot of videos being made by him, how come there's no videos? Well, I get caught up in other things. I do other projects, and I've been doing this stuff for a long time. So my enthusiasm for making videos has kind of waned over time. So I just want to say that from this point forth, if I do make videos, I think they would appear more rarely. So if you do see a video, I'm not going to make a lot of them. They'll come out once in a while, once in a blue moon, and they're already doing that anyway. So just for those to know in the future, that is what's going to happen to this channel. Videos will come out rarely. Now, let me go ahead and tell you about some other news, and don't mind if I sneeze. Allergies have been a pain this year. For some reason, I don't know why, but they've been messing with my nose for so long, I can't stand it. So let me go ahead and tell you something else too, which I like to talk about, and that is the Twilight Zone. For those who don't know, for those who are Twilight Zone fans out there, George Clinton Johnson, who was one of the original writers for the Twilight Zone, for those who don't know, he happened to be the last living writer for the original Twilight Zone, who was around for a while. And back in 2015, sadly, he had passed away. So the last living writer from the original Twilight Zone series left this earth. And I think it's interesting to note that he also passed away. Let me double check my information here. He died on Christmas Day, believe it or not. And you know what's even more crazy? Rod Serling, the creator himself, the main man, he was born on Christmas. It's true. So I thought it was fitting to actually mention that, especially around this time of the year. I did want to say something about that when his original passing happened, but um, I didn't think I needed to do that. I didn't think it was important. For some reason, I just thought it wasn't important. So, with that said, I think there's something that's interesting that you guys should check out if you haven't yet. Something that kind of relates to the Twilight Zone. It's a film that actually predates the Twilight Zone, and it actually has to do something with Christmas. I know it may not be Twilight Zone-ish, but the last act, the last 10, 15 minutes of the movie actually is. I might have got that time wrong, but it's the last portion of the movie. And the movie I'm talking about, of course, It's a Wonderful Life. And look at that nice box cover. This is a special edition of It's a Wonderful Life. For one thing, it's Blu-ray, so that's nice. Hopefully it's a good transfer. And more importantly, this is a combo pack because not only do you have the original black and white version of this film, you also have a colorized version of the film. And a long time ago, people made a big deal when they colorized It's a Wonderful Life. Originally, they colorized this for the first time, and it didn't look great. It had this weird pastel look to it. But with technology and computers nowadays, they can take a black and white film, black and white footage, and actually make it as accurate as possible when it comes to color. I've seen footage of film from World War I and II that was in black and white, and people were able to actually colorize it, and it's a totally different experience. You have a much more realistic experience. It's weird with black and white. If you want a timeless, out of place feel, you go with black and white. But if you want to know what it was like back then, if you want to have a better understanding of what life was actually like, then you colorize it. You film it in color so you have a better feeling of what time was back then. And so you get a great sense of that when watching this in color. And you say, oh, that's what life looked like way back then in the late 40s. So if you haven't checked this out, you should, because it's just as great as any story from the Twilight Zone. In fact, people say It's a Wonderful Life, one of the great Christmas movies of all time, even though you don't really have to, it's never been labeled as a Christmas film, although a lot of people like to. It's one of the great American stories ever made. I mean, it's up there with Mark Twain's work, anybody's work like that. And so, I think that's it. Is it? Yeah, it is. I just want to show my face and give my last message for the year for all you people out there. And so thank you for watching. I will see you in the next year. And also, be sure to check out a new piece of some new material I've made. It's not video related, but it's actually music related. I've been making my own music, and I've been posting it on SoundCloud for a long time now. So I want to actually give a link to the latest track that I've made. It's actually a jazzy kind of Twilight Zone Christmas music. And so I want you to check that out. And I'm also going to leave you with a little quote, a little saying, which comes from the Twilight Zone, which comes from the episode Night of the Meek. And I hope you enjoy it. And take care. And have a fun and safe holiday season. A word to the wise, to all the children of the 21st century, whether their concern be pediatrics or geriatrics, whether they crawl on their hands and knees and wear diapers, or walk with a cane and comb in their beards. There's a wonderful magic to Christmas, and there's a special power reserved for little people. In short, there's nothing mightier than the meek. And a Merry Christmas to each and all.